Hi everyone, this is Alan Matei with Odyssey Accounting, and today we're going to be going over installment agreement requests, how to make payments for those, and what are the circumstances that maybe you should be making manual payments for installment agreements. Okay, so let's say for a given tax year, you're not able to pay the balance up front. What you could do is set up an installment agreement with the IRS. You would file a form with the IRS, installment agreement request. And the reality is that the IRS, you know, says that they'll get back to you in 30 days. In reality, they can, I've seen them take 60 days to get back to you on those, but even longer. So what happens there is that even though you've submitted an installment agreement request, you might still be getting notices from the IRS about, hey, you haven't paid this balance showing up in your tax return, so on and so forth. So what we should be doing, even though the IRS hasn't approved the installment agreement request, is to pay whatever we put in there each month, right? And then when you get that letter from the IRS saying whether or not they've accepted the installment agreement, whether they've put that into effect, well, you've been paying those installment payments, and that's going to avoid friction or issues with the IRS along the way. So we want to make sure to be making those. Let's say you've filed, you know, before April 15, and so that first installment payment, let's say you set it up for making $200 payments each month. So you should be getting in that $200 payment before the April 15th deadline. You can start with that, and then you continue on May, and then so on and so forth. May, June, July. Okay, so how to make those payments. So I'm just going to show you an easy way to do it online. So here you would go to irs.gov, and then you would go here, make a payment. You can go to bank, direct pay with bank account. Go here to pay individual tax. Where it says make a payment, you go to pay personal taxes. And here you're gonna get a prompt here, reason for payment. So go down to the drop down, and here you'll see payment plan / installment agreement. Then here apply payment to. So income tax form 1040 in most cases. Tax period for payment. So let's say it was let's say it was an earlier year, 2022. And then hit continue. And then you'll get some verification questions. You need to input the information very precisely as it was in your tax return. Make sure to check on your tax return and input all that information, because it's going to check it against it. And after that, you'll get prompted to for your payment method. So that's an easy way to do it. Just make sure to be making those payments. Then when you get that from the IRS saying, okay, we've approved your installment agreement. Let's say you set it up. You can actually set it up to have your bank account information in there, so that the payments are being directly debited from your bank account each month. Once you see that being taken from your bank account, then you can reassure yourself that that's going to continue happening. But until that point, I recommend to still make those installment payments, even though, let's say, in a given month, when it finally kicks in, maybe you have a double payment. But rest assured, it's all counting toward lowering your balance. So even though you might make a double payment that month, I recommend that you keep doing those manual payments until you finally see that month that it's starting to debit your bank account automatically. So that having been said, thank you so much for listening. And my name is Alan Matei with Odyssey Accounting. We help you out with your taxes, preparing tax returns for you, also bookkeeping, and also we help you growing your business, being more proactive in your finances, getting more on the offensive, and also being defensive. Tax planning and many other different things. So again, my name is Ellen Matei with Odyssey Accounting. Thank you for listening in.